movie tree.
Howdy, branches, and welcome to another episode of the Movie Tree Podcast, where we go into the pop culture phenomenon of the 1990s.
Yes.
Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. God damn, this was big.
Culturally, yes.
It's one of the few films I remember after seeing it going to school.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everyone's
doing the lines.
dropping the lines. This was it in a bit. So, you excited?
For nostalgic reasons, yes.
A little bit.
So we got here by climbing the Charles Napier branch. He played
do.
Lieutenant Boyle in The Silence of the Lambs, and he plays Commander Gilmore in this movie. This is a listener request. For the second week in a row.
We do it for the fans, man.
For Irish Ken.
We do it for Irish Ken. Like, it's two for him in a row.
It is two for him in a row.
Jesus, Irish Ken.
I hope he still listens. We haven't heard from Irish Ken for a long time.
All our listeners listen.
Yes.
Confirmed.
Storyline. And I kind of disagree with this. A world-class playboy and part-time secret agent. I would have said a world-class secret agent and a part-time photographer.
They never go deep into his history
No,
in how
they
he
don't.
but they do point out he's a world-class photographer.
Exactly.
So you got to wonder if they did ever. It would be hilarious if they did an origin story. If he was a world-class photographer and they're just like, we need you to infiltrate.
And he was a fucking nerd.
We need you to infiltrate
Yeah.
a place. So you'll go do the job, and maybe at the end of the film, like, that's it, Dr. Evil's the one he's fucked over.
They did hint at their past in number 3, I think it is. They show them.
The Belgian.
They show them at
Yeah.
Secret Agent High School or whatever.
Oh, no, they're brothers.
Yeah, I know. But they show them at school.
Yeah. Ah, right.
When did you first watch?
I think I told the story earlier. This is my first gold class watch. And I did not want to see it because I had seen nothing on it. Something else was out at the time. And Dad's just like, no, we're going to see this. And it's gold class. And I'm like, the only thing that sold me on it without like being an absolute sook.
Prompt was
it
it?
was only 7. Was it that it was gold class.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, we'll go. And ended up loving it as a kid, obviously.
Cinemas, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me. Trivia for me, my first gold class movie was Mission Impossible 2.
Oh.
But it was free.
I mean...
Have I told this story before? So
yeah, you have.
Yeah, so it was through Kodak.
Yeah.
So Kodak got us free tickets. IMDb, flat 7 from 265k ratings.
Only 265.
It's a bit weird, isn't
You'd
it?
think it'd have a bit more with the pop culture phenomenon.
Rotten Tomatoes, 73% critics, 77% audience. On a budget of $16.5 million, it made $67.7 million.
That's good.
It was 40th at the box office. That really fucking shook me when I saw that.
Yeah.
But it did really well on home media release, video and DVD. Smashed it.
Yeah.
Released on August 21st, 19 of the 97s.
August.
We've done 9 movies from 1997.
Cannot wait to land
I
these.
think it's our second most watched year almost.
97.
97.
What happened in 97?
Wow. Let's take a trip down.
It's only 8.
You ready?
Well, I think you better pull the trigger, because I don't give a fuck. I'm ready for the big ride, baby.
Face Off?
Face Off. I've gone. Fair warning for these. I'm trying to trip you up.
You're going deep,
with these. All right, next one.
He's got the whole wide world
Connie.
in his hands. He's got the
It is
whole.
very good, Connie.
We're sending somebody in to negotiate.
Anybody else want to negotiate?
The Fifth Element.
The Fifth Element.
That scared the shit out of me. Oh.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Liberty 24 is changing call signs. Liberty 24 is now Air Force One.
Is that Air Force One?
It is Air Force One.
I started out studying for the priesthood. But then I needed to see the real world.
Come on, man.
Anaconda.
That's possible.
As soon as you put his voice in, it was game over.
I thought I was going to study for the priesthood.
The thing is, you want to put something in there that's actually fun to listen to.
All right, next.
Don't you noise your head, you fucking say it!
Yeah, okay.
We take this to our grave! Let me hear it!
Oh.
Let us go, Barry.
Old Angry Barry.
Yeah, old Angry
I don't know
Barry.
what you did last summer.
Yes.
You fucking say it.
You got 2 to go.
Yeah, what do we got?
Where do you keep your dad?
I don't have any.
Where?
Men in Black.
And the last one.
Combat, sir. The only way you're gonna see combat is if you bust yourself to private. Get me? Yes, sir, I get you.
Well, that's the one we just did, isn't it? If you bust yourself to private. So, Starship Troopers.
Yes. Got them all.
Tell you what, I actually had to think on that last one.
I reckon I could do a whole podcast of this.
Good times,
That was
man.
a lot.
Good times.
9.
Yeah.
A runtime of 1 hour and 34 minutes, produced by Juno Pix and Capella International.
Yep.
Awards.
Awards.
It was.
All right.
Awards.
Awards.
It won Best Fantasy Film at the
Wow.
at the Saturn Awards,
Saturn Awards.
beating Batman and Robin. It won Best Fantasy Film for some reason. Beat Batman and Robin, George of the Jungle, Hercules, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, and Mouse Hunt. Directed by Jay Roach, who's done all the Austin Powers, Mystery Alaska, all of the Meet the Parents', Dinner for Schmucks, and The Campaign. To the cast: Mike Myers, 34. Mike Myers, 34.
I'm older than Mike Myers in this film.
Yeah.
Nah.
Good on you, I say.
I'm going
Good
home.
on you. Elizabeth Hurley,
Fucking going home.
32. Michael York, 55. Mimi Rogers, 41. Robert Wagner, 67. Seth Green, 23.
I'm going home. No. I'm never meant to be older than Mike Myers.
You're older than Austin Powers. Last week, Skin in the Smoke Wagon, you said a 4.8. I said a 4.2.
Yeah.
Can I have your score out of 5, please?
A bit lower, but still a classic. Hasn't aged out whatsoever, which was the main concern for me. There are definitely jokes that I used to find hilarious as a kid that I no longer find hilarious, but they have been replaced with jokes I find hilarious now that I didn't understand as a kid. The amount of one-liners from this film I still use in my life when certain situations arise is astounding. And it just really made me notice by watching it now. The excitement for certain scenes when they hit the screen is still there. Knowing what's about to happen excites me. A pop culture classic, and after a rigorous critical viewing, I believe it will remain that way. This is in the higher echelons of comedy for me, so I rate it very highly. It is a 4.7 out of 5 for me. What do you got, mate? Where are you sitting this pop culture icon?
Thanks for that. I was wildly wrong about this, and not in a good way. Sadly, while this is still reasonably fun and entertaining, at times my worst fears were confirmed. Not that the jokes would be in bad taste in this day and age, rather that they just don't hit like they used to. Whereas this movie used to elicit belly laughs and endless parodies and voices and line recitals from me, I found myself barely cracking a smile for the most part, and most of it was because of Austin Powers himself.
Right.
But I found enjoyment in other areas that bring the score up. So Seth Green, for one, as Scott Evil. I fucking love him as Scott Evil.
Yeah.
Myers himself as Dr. Evil. I feel like Dr. Evil is an incredibly underrated character and doesn't get spoken about enough in the great character discussions of the movie world. The cameos from Tom Arnold and Carrie Fisher as well, they bring me up. Sadly, though, having watched this again, you can see how Myers can make this, but also how he can make the Love Guru.
Yes.
So for me, it's a 3.4.
Oh, it's still pretty high.
I still enjoyed it, but there was a lot of aspects. As I remember being a 18, 19-year-old watching this, and just me and my mate, it was endless line recitals and back at each other. And, and it was all Austin Powers.
Yeah.
With the odd injection of Dr. Evil.
I think by watching this, I found some lines in there that I still use that everybody uses. And that was like not the yeah baby, which has become annoying, like horribly annoying. Don't use it. But I also like to live dangerously.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a poker game out there that's used where someone doesn't say that.
Look, I still use danger as my middle name. But,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that gives it a 4.05, and that puts it 70th, just below The Mist, just above Batman 89.
Yeah, okay. Don't have anything to say about that. I mean, they're
Thanks,
both.
Forrest.
They're both. Yeah, I don't have anything
That's
to
all I
say
have to say about
That's all I
that.
have to say about that. Yeah, nah, that's all right.
That's all
I
right.
don't mind that.
Best on ground.
Easily Mike Myers for me as Dr. Evil.
Yep.
He is fantastic in that role, and just the little mannerisms he pulls out as that. Yeah, it's almost like Austin Powers was sold the way he is, like the opposite of James Bond, where he is English, but he's your typical English. He's got the shit haircut, he's got the shit teeth. It's just like, it was a great idea, but the mannerisms in it are sort of just too flourishy, whereas Dr. Evil's are really just bitten down, like real nitty gritty into evil henchmen in James Bond. It's not a caricature. It's almost like it is, but he just says different words. So I absolutely love it. What about you?
Myers is Dr. Evil, easily. And that, like I said, when I gave my thoughts, that particular part of the movie still holds up to this day. Did you have a worst on ground?
I did. Joe Sun as random task. I have to say they picked him just because of the look, but also probably my happiest worst on ground because he's a piece of shit in real life. And go fuck yourself. You're the worst on ground that I've ever done.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Fuck you,
Normally
Joe
we wouldn't give worst on ground for life outside of the movie, but I'm 100% on board in this
We're on
particular
this
case.
one, so go fuck
yourself, Joe Sun. Honestly, who throws a shoe?
Yeah, he was terrible. They obviously got him for a look.
Oh, they got him to look like Odd Job.
Yeah, random task.
Random task. Like they didn't hide it very well.
It's a great call, but yeah, fuck you, Joe Sun.
Fuck you, Joe Sun.
What about you, man? Who you got?
I didn't have anyone because I couldn't decide really if anyone was necessarily bad enough to call worst. But I'm going to jump on board your bandwagon.
And get Joe Sun.
I'm going to say Joe Sun. Because we could almost call worst on ground the Joe Sun Award.
The Joe Sun Award.
Player of the day.
So I've got not two, but young Poncho found absolute delight in the fembot dancing scene.
Absolutely,
and
should.
will forever love I Touch Myself by the Divinals because of that scene. But the more mature Poncho, he finds Dr. Evil's origin story speech in the father-son counseling session an absolute masterpiece. The way he looks at the dad next to him, he's just like, I love my son. And he looks at him like he's a foreign object. Just like, what the fuck? Who's this bloke? Like, he could kill him right now. But when he gives that speech about just where he's been, where he's come from, and everyone's trying to find the analogies in it, it is comedic. Goddamn,
it is gold.
Gold. It's beautiful. I love it. What do you got?
It's hard to go past this, and I wouldn't have put like you say back in the day. I would have gone with something a bit more flamboyant or exciting. But this to me now that I'm a bit more mature in my movie watchings, just the way he delivers these lines, like just have your testicles shaved, like. It's like
nothing quite
like it. I highly recommend it. Like ritualistically shared at the age of 13.
It's just brilliant.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Would you watch this again?
I will. Definitely will.
I don't know that I would ever watch this again. Unless we did like a boys' weekend movie comedy weekend, maybe.
I think you'll watch this again. I think this has just got rewatchability all over it.
Maybe. I need to watch the sequels though.
Yeah.
Now that I've watched this.
Absolutely. This is one where I can't remember. I think it's only been like one or two movies where we watch. I think it was Twilight. I'm like, I'm not watching the rest of Twilight.
No.
But this one, I feel like I'm going to watch the other two. Yeah.
Where did you watch?
I watched this on my Shagadelic movie pack.
Yeah,
baby. And it is a great looking pack, let me tell you.
I watched this on SBS On Demand. You can rent it on Apple TV and Amazon Prime. The DVD is $7 from JB Hi-Fi. Do you want some trivia?
I do.
Let's do some movie trivia.
Body count. 60. 53 humans and 7 fembots.
Wow.
Most of those being Dr. Evil henchmen.
Poor fembots. I would have worked the fembots out.
West on
I
ground.
mean, number 2 was going to.
Yeah, true. He's going to give one of those fembots a good working out. Joe Sun.
Yes.
The actor who played Random Task
The
is
piece of shit.
serving a lifetime prison sentence for the torture of a 19-year-old woman in 1990. He went uncaptured until 2008 when a DNA match linked him to the crime. According to the victim, she unknowingly had a copy of this movie in her home until her attacker's identity was revealed. In 2017, he was sentenced to an additional 27 years for murdering his cellmate. He's now facing a maximum sentence of 275 years to life.
Fuck you, Joe Sun.
Fuck you, Joe Sun.
Oh, we could name the worst on ground after him.
We could. Austin's glasses are modelled after the ones worn by Michael Caine's character Harry Palmer from the Ipcress file. Because of this, Michael wore the original glasses when he played Austin's father, Nigel, in Goldmember.
God, that's fantastic. That is fantastic.
How good's that for a
pull?
pull?
Yeah, we love that.
Some casting. Rhea Perlman was offered the role of Frau Farbissina, but she decided to pass, and Mindy Sterling eventually got the role.
Would have been perfect.
It's
Rhea
like
Perlman.
for like.
Yeah, yeah.
Mike Myers originally wasn't playing Dr. Evil. He originally wanted Jim Carrey to play Dr. Evil,
Ooh.
but Carrey eventually passed due to scheduling conflicts with Liar Liar, which prompted Myers to take the role himself.
Fair enough. I'll take Liar Liar is a pretty good movie.
I
mean, it was. I haven't watched it in years.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a discussion to have about branching.
Yeah, we certainly do.
And now it's time for us to branch out and decide what we'll watch next week.
So in August last year, we had an email request come through from Nikki Loftus.
August.
She was asking us to branch to a bunch of movies for her birthday this year on May 18. And as we like to be nice to our listeners, especially when they write in,
God damn, we do.
we thought, well, we can't do all of those, so we'll pick one. And so we picked Hook, and we said we'll branch to Hook for your birthday on the episode closest to May 18.
Your birthday.
Your birthday.
Get your birthday.
So now we've come to the time where we've had to start plotting our course.
And this sucks.
And so for only the second time in our history, we have forward branched and plotted our course from here to reviewing Hook for Nikki's birthday in a few weeks. And
this is rough, people. This is rough.
we don't like doing this, really.
No.
And I don't know, maybe we make a decision to not do it ever again. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Because we like the branching process, but we've had to branch 4 weeks out.
Yeah. We like the excitement every week of finding something new
Exactly
for next
right.
week.
So this, by my calculations, Hook will come out the day after Nikki's birthday, so the 19th of May.
Perfection.
So we're not going to tell you the whole path straight away.
No, but we'll give you the next
We're only going to tell you the next movie.
So the excitement remains for you.
It does remain for you, not
For
so
the
much
listener.
for us. So via the Seth Green branch,
Yep.
we are doing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
DOS.
And it's only the third time we've double dipped into a franchise, I think.
Gone into...
Third or fourth. We've done Alien and Aliens.
Yep.
We've done a couple of X-Men movies.
True.
I think that might be it.
Yes. And then back into
Guardians.
Guardians and Marvel probably for the fourth time or something.
Something like that, yeah. So, Guardians Volume 2, which I am not upset about at all.
I don't think anyone is.
Well, it's your favourite Guardians movie.
It's my favourite Marvel movie.
So, okay,
Yeah.
let's not get too deep. Let's press the button and then discuss.
Go ahead, skin it. Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
If you'll allow me to go first, because I know what you're going to say.
You may.
We know from previous episodes that Guardians 1 is my Guardians movie. That's the one. I gave it a 5, I'm pretty sure, when we reviewed it, perhaps. I can't remember now. And that was when Zach was involved in that review as well.
That's right. Do we bring him back?
I will ask. I'll ask the question. He's on school holidays, so I love all 3 Guardians movies. This one, I know you love it. I love it too, and I think this time around it might go higher for me. Than it has in the past. So I'm going to say, with every chance of it being a 5, I'm going to say it's a 4.8.
Nah, fair enough. If it's not your favourite Guardians, and you've got to aim a little bit lower,
You do, but
Yeah.
it wouldn't surprise me if it closed that gap, because it's got characters that we know and love, building upon relationships that we know and love, and introducing new characters that we grow to know and love.
So for me, aside from the Infinity Wars and Captain Americas and stuff like that, I just think this is a beautiful film to stand alone as. Like, James Gunn brought so much emotion into it. Like, I can almost call my play of the day already with Yondu telling him,
"Oh yeah,
you may have been your daddy, but no, you may have been your father, but I'm your daddy.
He ain't your daddy."
Yeah, like that is just a perfection of moment, and I bawl my eyes out at the end of this film every time when fucking Cat Stevens starts playing.
Oh.
So it's a 5 for me, and there is absolutely no chance of it dropping lower than that. I think the performances by everyone in it are emotional. Like the levels of comedy, usually you can't get comedy to that level with little baby Groot walking around bringing fucking toes instead of what they need. The laughs you get out of that to the emotion of Yondu saying, "No, he's not your daddy, I'm your daddy." And the response from Chris Pratt, it's perfection. Like,
and then you add Kurt Russell into this,
and
mix
Kurt
as well.
Russell playing the dad. It's just for me, everything in this visuals. It's obviously not going to go down visually.
No,
I already know the comedy's amazing still, and I know the emotion is amazing. So the actions, it's visually gorgeous.
Yeah,
that bit at the end, like when they give him the salute. Oh my god. I'm already crying.
The Ravages. Yeah.
The Ravages. It's just, it's a beautiful film. And it'll, like, even though it's a sequel, you almost do not need the first one or the third one. It's just, it's so gorgeous as a second film.
Therein lies the genius of James Gunn as a filmmaker for me.
Yeah. And why I'm not concerned about Superman at all.
No.
Everyone go, like, the nitpicking on Superman. You're like, have you seen his other fucking superhero films? Like, what do you think? Do you think he can't dredge up emotion?
For me,
have you seen Peacemaker?
For me, it doesn't matter.
Have you seen any of them?
For me, that shit is just white noise.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said earlier, people are just going to people aren't happy unless they complain about something.
Yeah. So 5 for me, mate.
Yep.
Simple,
straight up,
and it
understood.
will be.
Understood.
Put your money down now. The odds are shit. Because it's just going to be 5.
Why would I put my money down then?
$1.01. Maybe you want to make 10 cents off $100.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Hey, maybe I need that 10 cents.
Maybe you need that 10 cents to get yourself a Chopper Chop.
Yeah. Hey,
in 1970.
Yeah, can't get a Chopper Chop for 10 cents. Can confirm.
Back in the day.
Anyway,
beautiful. Keys.
Hey, Keys.
God damn, he was on there.
He was ready to rock and roll.
He must be needing to go to the toilet or something.
He must be needing to go to the toilet. I know I do.
We all do.
If you know someone who might like to listen to them and share an episode with them, you could drop us a line by email at themovietreepod@gmail.com. Please drop us a line because the last 3 weeks has illustrated just how much we listen to our listeners. So we've had 2 listener requests for Irish Ken, for Silence of the Lambs and Austin Powers. And now we're going to basically do 5 movies in a row just so we can honour Nikki's birthday request. So
yeah, it's rough. It's rough,
but
we do it for the branches.
We scare because we care. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Check out our topic episodes every second Thursday.
Yeah.
Otherwise, come and climb the movie tree with us next week.
Yes.
All made sense.
You got it.
When we go our second time into the Guardians Galaxy.
And we'll get to the third, I reckon.
Absolutely. I guarantee we will.
Our first trilogy.
I reckon it might be.
Or Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Well,
we're too behind. We're too behind.
I was going to say we need to catch up then.
Yeah, baby. Adios, international men of mystery. People of mystery.
I was going to say, what about the women of mystery?
Adios, international Kensingtons of mystery. Adios, bitches.